Welcome back to What's Up in the Upper School on a somewhat sunny February day. I'm Lily Grace Thome.
And I'm Connor Frost.
And we are excited to be sharing what's been up these past busy weeks in the high school. Connor, halfway through the third quarter, and the students continue to impress us with what they're doing both inside and outside the classroom.
Lily Grace is exactly right. February tends to be the month of student outreach for the Spartans. Let's go ahead and start with what's been up these past few weeks.
This past midwinter break, the Fine Arts Department led their annual Fine Arts trip to New York City. Over 50 students, 3 bus lids, embarked on their 15-hour bus ride, and I think it's safe to say they had an amazing trip.
The New York trip has been an adventure for all fine arts students and chaperones that attend, and this year was no different.
Well, we choose New York City because it has so many things to offer the fine arts. The museums, theaters, it's got history connections, and we've had so many W.O.W students who dream about performing on Broadway, and we actually have quite a few up there right now that are giving it a shot. My favorite museum is probably the Metropolitan Museum of Art. They have tons of different exhibits suit your interests, more than just paintings and sculpture. There's an exhibit on musical instruments. There was a special exhibit with fashions, just about anything that you're interested in. This year's group was just absolutely wonderful. There were 2 mornings going down to breakfast that the hostess asked me if I was the leader of the group, and I hesitantly said yes, not knowing what was going to follow, but she wanted to tell me how wonderful these kids were behaving and how polite they were, and they were just very happy to have them. They enjoyed having our students, that they were so mature, made eye contact, and had wonderful adult conversations with them. And so we are just very proud of our group.
Take me home, country road, to the place. Connor, we have to stop. We're hurting their ears.
Oh, thank you, Lily Grace. I mean, at least you're in chamber. Starting on the 8th and ending on the 16th, Miss Kyle went with a mixture of 13 students, primarily from GSA and WebMD, down to West Virginia on a medical trip. This is the second time this trip has happened, and we're proud of what our students have accomplished.
Both of you went on West Virginia trip. Give us a little background on what you guys did with that community service project.
Okay, so we got to implement ourselves into the community a lot, which was a lot of fun. One of the things that we did was help out at the clinic, so we got to shadow different physicians and then also other clinicians that were like working there, whether it's in the field of dentistry or podiatry or family practice. We got to see a lot of different professions and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and also we got to go see a couple rehab centers and saw people in active recovery, so that was also pretty cool.
So you guys were both leaders in training. How was that? What kind of things did that entail?
Okay, so for me, I got to implement a project for the rehab center and the patients that were recovering there. So we got to talk about their plans following rehab and like how they're going to make themselves like productive members of society and like how they will start, getting a job and being able to rehabilitate on different levels. And so that was really interesting, and we got to hear a lot of like personal stories. Yeah.
As winter turns to spring, director Patrick McCray is once again leading a group of high school actors in this year's spring play, the Farnsworth Convention.
Only a couple of weeks out from opening night, the actors, crew, and Mr. McCray are becoming busier and busier as we approach the first performance. Here is stage manager Fox on the rigors of putting on a play.
So just to start off, who are you and what do you do?
My name is Fox, and I am the stage manager for the spring play this year.
So the spring play, well, first off, what's it called?
It's called the Farnsworth Convention. It's by Aaron Sorkin.
And is there anything that's like different from this play versus plays in the past or musicals or anything like that we've done already?
It's very different from anything I've done before, which I'm very excited about. The way it's written is really neat, and there's different characters that narrate different scenes. And there's scene changes that take place during other scenes, so there's a lot of movement on stage all the time, and it's really fun to watch.
Cool. So anything about the actors this year that stand out?
We have a great group of actors this year, and I'd love to see them grow throughout this whole process and really become invested in their own characters, come up with backstories, and just really go in depth into what they're doing. And we also have, because it takes place over a long period of time, each actor is playing more than just one part, and so I know it's a lot of work for them, but it's also fun to see them how they differentiate between like the 5 different characters that they each play.
I think you said this already, but are you excited about the play?
I'm very excited about the play.
So I guess the final thing, just what are the dates? Anything else we need to talk about?
The dates are March 6th and 7th, and house opens at 6:30, and the show starts at 7 o'clock. And just get excited, and I hope a lot of people show up.
Thank you, Fox. Please remember to come and see the play on March 6th and 7th. So now we have a new exciting feature we are looking to add to each broadcast. Connor, go ahead and tell them about it.
Here at What's Up, we are experimenting with different ideas that encompass the student body in our broadcast. Now this week, we want to introduce Smart as a Spartan Trivia. Lily Grace had a chance to pop in and out of student life while we asked them questions we hope they know.
Hey Harrison, how do you spell hippopotamus?
Hippopotamus.
Zachary, what country are French fries from?
America.
Fine, what is the plural of the word moose?
Moose.
Hey Macy, what's the biggest planet?
Jupiter.
Hey Uriah, how do you spell Mississippi?
MISSIPPI.
Emery, do you think you're smart?
Yeah.
Spell it.
SMART.
You're supposed to spell it. Hey Johnny, Dover is the capital of what state?
Dover? I don't know, Michigan?
Rebecca, what's Derek's last name?
Derek? Spencer?
Hey Miss Whitsett, what is the largest country?
Largest country. China?
Hey Kate, what are the 3 primary colors?
Red, yellow, and blue.
Hey Miss Ward, what's 1 times 1?
1.
Hey Kaden, how many yards are in a football field?
100?
Miss Artisan, what is the biggest organ in the human body?
The skin.
Winding down for this time, we have 5 reminders for this upcoming week to help you all.
1. Seniors. Yes, seniors. We are still making announcements that concern you. Please remember to turn in your senior photos, yearbook ads, and anything and everything to make the end of the year painless for everyone. Want to travel the world? Tuesday, March 3rd, there is going to be a travel fair for all students interested in international travel. This will be following chapel in the Central Building hallway.
Want to win bragging rights for naming the new Bistro Cafe? You can still submit your idea and designs to Mr. Newell. Juniors and seniors, the prom committee needs your help. Submit your song requests now. 2 weeks away until spring break, but more importantly, 2 weeks to finish the quarter strong. Once again, thank you for tuning in to this week of What's Up in the Upper School, sponsored by the W.O.W Network. We hope you have a fun and safe weekend. Until next time.